the girl bites a hole in her backpack. Then from the tear, she slowly pulls out the thin wires inside. After straightening them forcefully, she bends one end of the wire. Then she carefully moves her trembling feet. In a rather comical stance, she lies flat against the vertical cliff. Next, she extends the prepared wire, trying to hook the climbing rope 2 meters away. At this moment, the girl is in a deep abyss. Even the slightest movement feels like walking on thin ice. Fortunately, her efforts paid off. One end of the wire finally caught the rope, but she didn't let her guard down. She cautiously began to retract the wire. 2.5 minutes passed quickly. The girl finally grabbed a corner of the climbing rope. However, this was just her first step to survival. After securing the rope to the cliff, she began to steadily sway her body. The girl used her momentum to swing herself to a ledge on the other side. She succeeded, but the danger still remained. Looking down at the endless ground, and seeing the tent left by others above, she immediately had a good idea. Using the climbing skills she had learned, the girl began to inch closer to the tent hanging in midair. At this moment, she resembled an animal not yet fully evolved. Then she used all her strength. Finally, she landed on a large rock protrusion. But just then, 3 criminals reached directly above her. They began searching everywhere for the girl on the cliff. Despite the cover of the large rock, the men calculated the time, and immediately realized the girl was below them. Knowing they had been spotted, the girl showed no intention to climb higher. However, the men above persisted. They demanded she hand over evidence of their crimes, offering her a way out. The men then had a companion throw down a rope. They simply tossed it down, but the girl wasn't foolish. She knew from their ruthless nature that handing over the camera would bring her closer to death. After much thought, the girl hung a white paper on the rope. Noticing movement below, the 3 men thought she had surrendered. They immediately pulled the rope up. When they saw only a white paper at the end, the men instinctively picked it up, but it had a message greeting them. The man roared, "If you want to play games, I'll join you till the end." Hearing this, the men were furious. The girl couldn't help but curl her lips. She then began to survey her surroundings. She planned to set up a home there. Next, the girl fixed the buckle into a crack in the rock above her head. Then, using all her strength, she lifted the abandoned tent high and secured it. As night fell, a makeshift tent hanging in midair was completed. Gathering her courage, the girl prepared to crawl inside to test its stability. Thankfully, nothing unexpected happened. However, just when she thought she could sleep peacefully, the 3 criminals above decided to cause trouble.